worked. It worked. Anyone who saw yesterday's sketch I did, I feel like I've done like a Macaulay Culkin Home Alone when he asks for his family to like disappear. He wakes up, they disappear. I've done a sketch on us being very dry and tumbleweed transfer window. Next day, Ornstein's rocked up and slapped in a tweet about us bidding and trying to sign a player. So I can't believe it, to be honest. I cannot believe it. Right. So if you are new to the channel, make sure you are subscribing, get on the journey, smash the like button, comment your thoughts. If you have no idea what I'm on about, go and watch the last episode. I'll link it onto this one and you'll understand what's going on there. But so welcome to Transfer Hub, your home of Aston Villa's transfer news, links, rumours, noise, murmurings, incomings and outgoings, you name it. You will find it here over on Transfer Hub. Villa are linked, and Ornstein's reporting that Jaydee Canvot, the next Saliba, is on his way to Aston Villa. So let's have a look at what Ornstein is reporting on. Aston Villa make offer for Toulouse defender Jaydee Canvot. Aston Villa have made an offer to sign highly rated centre-back Jaydee Canvot from Toulouse. The Premier League club's bid has not been accepted, but their league counterparts book talks continue amid interest from a host of suitors. Canvot, who turns 19 next week, broke into the Toulouse team in the second half of last season, making his first senior start away to Lens in early January. He went on to make 18 appearances. The France under-19 international is also able to play as a holding midfielder and featured for his nation at the recent Maurice Revello tournament, which they won in front of scouts from numerous European sides. Villa have already recruited teenage centre-half this summer after the arrival of Yazkin Ozcan from Kasim Pass, who signed a pre-contract agreement in February and joined up with Unai Emery's squad on July 1st. Last week, Villa announced the signing of Keba Cisse, who you'll see that was on that video yesterday from last pre-contract. Another teenage centre-back, Cisse, will spend the coming season on loan with the Austrian side, being linking up with Villa next summer. This, to me, feels poignant moment in our transfer window. And I actually feel like Canvot, I get a different vibe to Ozcan and Cisse. I actually feel like Canvot is going to be in and around the matchday squad for Aston Villa if he signs this summer. And the reason for that is that Canvot can play in a versatile three at the back. Now, very interesting that Villa's first two pre-season friendlies, that's the formation Villa played. Predominantly, he plays on the right-hand side of a three, but also can play on the left-hand side of a three. We know Unai Emery likes versatility. He likes players that are versatile. And yes, we've got youngsters that we sign and we send on loan and we don't see feature. But this is a highly, highly, highly rated player. And with highly rated young players, if you are good enough, you will play. And that's what we've seen with Canvot at Toulouse. He's played the second half last season. He's good enough. He's featured. He's played well. Very aggressive. Can step out from the back and engage with opponents. Can dribble out from the back and take on. He's not afraid to get stuck in and tackle. Physical, commanding, powerful. Can play those balls over the top as well to attacking forwards. So he would suit the mould of what Aston Villa are looking for. Comfortable to play on that right-hand side. Quick, athletic, got a bit of pace about him. But what also this would allow us to do, and Ryan highlighted this on an episode that we did earlier on in the week, is that can we rely on Tyrone Mings to play all of those games next season in a 3? Probably not. Now, if you put Pau, Konsa, and maybe another player in there, you're able to mix up, rotate that whole back line game dependent. So I think it's exciting. I personally get excited about young players coming to Villa because I think there's high prospect of us finding an absolute gem and a superstar. And I actually feel like Canvot is one of those players that he's highly regarded across Europe as a top up-and-coming defender. That's what we want to be signing. We don't want to be signing over-the-hill players that have got no, that have motivation, etc. I'll go back to the summer. Dean Huijsen. I mean, what a season he had. But exactly the same here. Highly regarded coming out of Juve, given an opportunity to play games, grasps his opportunity, flourishes, and we're away. We are away, confident vibe. Real Madrid come knocking. So maybe we're going to do something similar. And I think whenever youth comes in, I'll back it. Right, so let's have a look then at his player profile. 18 years of age, 6'2". He has got a market value of 3.1 million. Last season, he had a SOFA score rating of 6.74 for Toulouse. We can see from his heat map that predominantly right-hand side, operating in the opposition half as well. That area is where our hybrid right-sided player will be operating. Left-hand side can play there. Played 18 games, started 12, 62 minutes per game. We've got 87% passing accuracy per game, 90% in his own half, 81 in the opposition half, 2 clean sheets, 2.8 ball recoveries per game, 2.9 clearances per game, 70% successful dribbles, which is huge because, again, if we're operating on that right-hand side, we don't need someone that just has to stay at home. We've got to be combative. We've got to drive the Villa team forward. 51% of total duels won, 49% ground duels, 53 aerials. Really good numbers there. So we're winning our duels. We're being aggressive. And I think that is some really good stats there. Playing in the top division in France as well. So he's getting his minutes. He's playing against good athletic opposition. I think the French league is very athletic. And I think if he's prospering there, then I think that's good as well. We'll have a little look then at some of his overriding numbers. And one of them here is very standout for me. This one here. Successful take-ons is in the top 6% of centre-backs across the top 5 leagues. That there is very, very good. Tackles, good. So we've got 1.87 per 90. That's not bad. We've got assisted goals, 0.06. That's in the top percent of centre-backs. And then some of these other areas through here. Passes into the penalty area, top 10% of centre-backs in the top 5 leagues. Crosses into penalty area, top 6% of centre-backs in the top 5 leagues as well. And when we're talking about this Villa system, if we do go more hybrid or more free at the back or develop into that 2 at the back, we need to have players that can execute and deliver numbers from out wide. So those all look decent. Another one here. This is very, very important. Top 5% of centre-backs in the top 5 leagues at through balls. Switches looks decent. Crosses, top 15% as well. So some really good numbers through there. And I think some of the areas of what we will be looking at from wide areas especially. We've got another decent one here as well. Goal creating actions. He's in the top 14% as well. Brilliant, brilliant numbers there. Tackles in the defensive third, we are at 1.30, top 13% of players as well. Tackles in the attacking third, so that means we're pressing higher up the pitch. We're at the top 15% mark through there as well. So touches in the attacking third, we're in the top 14% as well. That's 5.86. Take-ons attempted, we're in the top 11%. Successful take-ons, top 6%. Carries into the penalty area, we are in the top 11%. So his numbers actually going forward and progressing into those areas are really good. So I'm excited by this player. If we have a look at his career to date, we can see that he can play in central midfield as well. So there's rumours that he is comfortable in central midfield, CDM role. But I think across that back line is something that Villa would be wanting to that we would want that to be his position. So he's pretty much been at AS Bondi Youth, and then he's at Toulouse. And then we can see here that if we have a look at his career with the actual national team, under 16s, 17s, and 19s. Under 19s, he's got 8 appearances and 1 goal as well. So for me, this all points to a versatile, youthful, young player coming into Aston Villa. Has it shifted the market that we're in? It might have, but let's unearth this player. Let's hopefully see what he's all about and what he's capable of. And yeah, he comes in and he'll be behind maybe Concert. He'll be behind that type of player. But if he can nurture, grow, and learn and seize his opportunity, then and maybe playing some Europa League games as well, then I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So it's a rumour. It's Ornstein. It looks like there's some movement. Happy days that we are linked with a footballer. Right. And it's all down to me for just putting it out in the universe that Villa fans were wanting signings. Maybe we got something coming through the door. I'm okay with us not spending 40 million on a defender. If we can unearth a gem and find a superstar, and we know that our scouting network and Monchi goes off his list of 100 players and whittles it down. This player has been scouted. So he's been scouted. We've looked at the profile, and hopefully he comes in and absolutely smashes it. So Villa fans, let me know your thoughts up the Villa and go back and watch this episode that I did. I had a lot of fun doing this episode. I had so much fun. I was watching it back, laughing my head off. So yeah, hopefully it lightens the mood a little bit as well. So cheers everyone, up the Villa.